Watch your swinging chair. Be very careful. See how far. Be very careful. Okay.
I believe we're settled. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope all of you had a very pleasant lunch. We're ready to resume with the, first I would like to call our attention to particular issues affecting your service. And we'll just start back the way we were going. Ann, what are your initials, please?
N as in Nancy.
N. All right. And what would you like to share with us, please?
14 months ago, my husband had a stroke, and I'm his primary caregiver.
All right. Does the state have any questions?
Yes. Good afternoon.
Uh,
With your husband, when you're not there, do you have other family members or things like
We
that?
have no family. I'm there, and we do have a part-time job, but he works when I work.
Okay. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Mr. Copeland?
Sure, Judge. Ms. Ann, when you say that you're the primary caregiver,
Yes.
does he need hands-on care throughout the day?
He's doing pretty well, but there are times where he forgets to turn the stove off, if we have any fires, he needs doors open to the house and to the cars. He has trouble with his legs walking, and then for a few days he'll be fine. So he just needs attention.
Okay. Has the doctor recommended that someone be with him all day throughout the day?
Well, he said that was my discretion.
Okay. Just sort of the basics of, getting himself dressed and getting his
Oh,
breakfast.
no, he can do that.
He can do all that.
I mean, I do the breakfast, but he can do it.
So if
So
you
one
were,
night he made dinner and he forgot to cook it and put it on the table, so I knew there was a little problem.
say something. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Councilwoman? Ask you to step back, and I give you for this, and help you in the next steps. Thank you, Ms. Franklin. Because husband gets that. I know you do. Sir, what are your initials? WW? We've had two double initials in a row. Maybe it's a trend. We'll have to see. No, it's not. What would you like to share with us, please?
Well, I'm a Vietnam veteran, and somewhere in life I had several accidents, and I had had extensive neck surgery, and to take care of the pain, I take two highly doses of hydrocodone every morning, and I have vertigo, and I take vertigo medicine twice a day. And if I sit very long, I go to sleep, I can't control it. It's just that I'm not sure that I can render a fair verdict, because I don't know if I be hearing everything and understanding.
Thank you. If you would like.
And sure, I guess just to flesh it out, the hydrocodone, just for the record, that's something that does it affect your ability to comprehend things and understand and things like
At
that?
times it do, but vertigo medicine does helped me, but sometimes I just lose it. I mean, I can just be sitting still and move real fast and lose all concentration. You can't, and I take hydrocodone twice a day, so it keeps me going, but that's that kind of.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. W., the medicine that you're taking for vertigo is what kind of hampers your ability to concentrate?
It's, I take high doses of mezazine.
Okay. And obviously this medicine is prescribed by a doctor.
Yes.
Do you think that you could get the doctor to do a letter to the court indicating that you've got these specific side effects for your medication?
Well, I'm a veteran, and getting the veteran administration to do something, if I do it, it'd be 6 months.
Okay. What if we had a VA doctor here in the jury?
I have one here in the jury. I have a list of the medications I take in my pocket, so probably VA.
Okay. You've got a list with you?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's all I have, George.
Put them on both. Mr. Sheridan can help you in that. And then your jury, yeah, your military service, thank you. So our next person whose initials are not going to match would be LW. And what would you like to share with us, please?
I was in a car accident Friday, my first day of work, and it's hurt my back and my neck.
Let's see if the lawyers would like to ask any questions.
Good afternoon, ma'am. With the car accident, had you had to go to the hospital or a doctor yet to talk about it or see what's going
I
on?
went to the chiropractor Friday, and I'm supposed to go to the doctor when I get out of here.
Okay. Once you get out of here, if you're allowed to go see a doctor or something like that, would you be able to report back to us kind of what's going on? Okay. Thank you.
I don't have any questions at this time.
Counsel, Mr. Purdue? What are your initials, please, ma'am? LB. LB. Those are my nephews with initials. I'm fond of those initials. What would you like to share with us, please?
I'm not sure whether it's actually a hardship. I work downstairs in the clerk of state court. I am a terminal agency coordinator, which I do run all of the criminal and driving records in court for the entire season. And this week is going to be a busy week. We're having arraignments. We're having 2 traffic courts. We're having jail pleas when the inmates come over from the jail. I do have other clerks that actually run the criminal records, which is one is my boss, which is Brenda Boone. She's on vacation, and the other young lady is Kathy. She is on vacation. So right now, this week is a very difficult week for me to be gone, away from my office.
Any questions from council?
No, Judge.
If you were gone, just to be questioned maybe over the course of an hour or two and still be in the building, would that be okay?
Oh,
Okay. That's all I have. Thank you.
Council? And Mr. Purdue is going to give you your next directions.
Thank you.
What are your initials, sir?
Ma'am, my initials are R.O.
R.O.
Oh.
please, sir.
I have a cruise planned with my wife in October 8th, and we leave, and I planned it from last year.
Did you happen to bring your itinerary? Do you mind if we look at it, or would you hope that we
Sure.
would look at it? I've received the itinerary from my review. And I asked that, do you mind taking it to the lawyers? Do you mind if we make a copy for the court
You
record?
can have that copy.
Oh, I can?
Sure.
And that's October 9 through.
16th. We travel one day before.
And I better make it October 8. Yes, give it to Mr. Phillips. Come on up, please. If you don't mind stepping out, Mr. Purdue will give you your next direction, sir. Thank you. What are your initials, please, sir?
M-E-M.
Had to not be the double initial. What would you like to share with us, please, sir?
I have an appointment with the VA on Wednesday. I have a standing appointment with the VA on every Friday. I have a case of Agent Orange, heart condition, various conditions that resulted from the Vietnam War. And here's my copy if you want.
Did you bring something for us? Thank you.
So I got it.
Can you keep that?
Yes, sir.
So they can- So your doctor's appointment,
Wednesday.
isn't a standing appointment, is this Wednesday, is
This
that correct?
Wednesday and every Friday.
Yeah, but I was gonna ask you about them two separate, so you have one appointment this Wednesday, then you have a standing appointment every Friday. What time is that standing appointment? I know it's on the sheet of paper, but I sent it away.
It starts at 9,
Uh-huh.
I have to be there at 8:45.
How long does it typically last?
Hour and a half.
So you're generally through by 10:30?
Sometime.
It looked to me like, you're going to a facility that's Glencoe, which is
Right.
in this area. I'm trying to learn. Counsel, when you ready,
No questions.
I don't think I have any questions, Judge.
approach when you're ready. fair, y'all all know each other. Well, we're gonna get to know you too. Maybe more than y'all want. I think we're ready to go forward. What are your initials, sir?
RP.
What would you like to share with us?
I have a small family-owned funeral home. It's me and my daughter and one funeral director and one administrator type person. And obviously, we never know when we're going to be busy. This weekend, we got 2 calls. This morning, we got 1, and I called at lunch, and we got 2 more coming in this afternoon. I really need to be at work. I just don't really have a choice. I need to be at work.
Yes, necessary, well, unnecessary businesses, but.
We can't predict what we're going to do tomorrow.
I understand. Just lost my husband in January, so.
No questions.
I don't think I have any questions.
Y'all can vote when you're ready. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
What are your initials, sir?
Gene White.
What would you like to share with us?
Well, Your Honor, in response to the court's question while in the jury assembly room, I'm a lawyer here in town, and while I know courts can work out these things, I just want the court to be aware that this coming Thursday, I have a motions hearing in U.S. District Court here in Glenn County. On Friday, I have a citizen here in Glenn, as well as a motion hearing in another case here in Glenn. On Monday, I have a jury trial in Glenn and a jury trial in Pierce County. On October the 3rd, I have an oral argument in Georgia Supreme Court.
Thank you very much. Please be
You're welcome.
seated.
Thanks.
If you'd like to ask.
No questions.
Gentlemen, when you're ready. Thank you, Chairman. Excuse you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Make sure they're ready. What are your initials?
WA.
What would you like to share with us?
I'm a pharmacist. for Darien Pharmacy in Darien, Georgia. And about 4 weeks ago, we lost our what would be the third pharmacist in our rotation. And so it's just the pharmacy manager and part owner and I as pharmacists. And we lost about 2 weeks ago. Our best lead technician went back to school. So it's just the other pharmacists and I, we fill about 300 to 350 scripts a day. And it's the beginning of flu season, and we're giving immunization shots all day. I called Jan at about noon, the lunch break, and she was upset that she was having to turn away even flu shots because of the volume of the business today. She's doing some interviewing for another pharmacist and another technician. I know over a week ago she had an interview with a pharmacist that she evidently decided against. So it's just us two running that pharmacy pretty much until further notice, until we can get another pharmacist in there.
So you serve the Darien community?
Yeah,
Or is it
McIntosh County.
broader, all of McIntosh?
Pretty
County?
much. I mean, we do deliver, and we just had a shift in the delivery, but that's not been a problem. But they deliver all the way down to New Brunswick and on St. Simons. And as far, my geography's not great, but Eulonia and that area, as well as McIntosh County.
Oh, so it's not just in McIntosh County, but you bleed over into the next county over?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you give me a general idea of the population you serve?
Well, we probably do 1,500 to 1,600 scripts a week. Like I said, 300 to 350 a day. We're also open 9 to 1 Saturdays, which isn't really a busy day for us, but I don't think Saturdays are out here. But what we do is...
Count to me. I like Saturday.
I know. And because of football season, and she's an avid Georgia fan, Saturdays will be mine, evidently, but that's another issue. Seriously, though,
Well, to ask.
yeah, 1,400 plus, 1,400 a week plus, we're counting our flu shots per day as prescriptions.
Yeah.
So that's going to go on up. And it's just, even with the two of us, the last couple of weeks, it's been like juggling flaming chainsaws. And it would compromise her, and I do feel like those who serve.
Well, I hate to ask you this type of question. Is there another pharmacy in that community?
There's a Fred's that's not real popular because the gentleman is evidently not retail friendly, should I say. They do about a fourth or a fifth of the business that we do.
Questions, counsel?
None, Judge.
Yes, sir, I just want to make sure I understand. You don't own the pharmacy in Darien, you're an employee?
But I'm a pharmacist there, I'm a staff pharmacist.
Okay, is it like a CVS, a pharmacy inside of a bigger
No,
store?
it's a freestanding, independently owned pharmacy that she has priority ownership in, but there's another partner that's not a pharmacist.
Okay.
I do have a letter from her as well, and I think it was faxed to you on Friday, but I don't know if you got a copy or not.
You might as well share with us.
Mm-hmm. It's short and sweet, but
Did you have other questions?
Let me take a look at the letter if I could first.
Okay.
Okay, and this letter's from the CFO,
right, she is the CFO as well, majority owner, and pharmacist manager
okay.
for Darien Pharmacy.
Here are the times when you might have vacation or one of y'all is out sick or something. Are there Are there other pharmacists in the area that, temporaries that can come in to help out in the business?
There is not right now. She went on vacation, and the week she got back, our third pharmacist left for another independent pharmacy in Folkston. And the vacation that she has planned for herself, the 1st or 2nd of October, whatever it was, she has canceled because it's just the two of us right now.
She being the other pharmacist, or she being the CFO?
That's the same person.
Same person?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just the two of us as far as pharmacists. And she doesn't allow the techs or anything to give immunization shots. You have to be certified to do that. And so that's right now an integral part of the business.
I think that's all the questions I have.
Councilor Burke, what are your initials?
CJ.
Thank you. What would you like to share with us?
I work for a small medical practice in which each of us have our own job responsibilities, and I am the financial and surgery coordinator. And with me being out, well, there is a girl that has been cross-trained some to do what I do, but unfortunately she is out on maternity leave with a 2-week-old baby, and she's the only one that knows my job to help with the practice. I also help my daughter raise my granddaughter. They live with me, and my daughter works for a hotel, and her hours are varied. She could go in at night at 9 p.m. and get off at 7 in the morning, and be at work at 7, get off at just very erratic schedules each week.
Questions?
Good afternoon. Just one thing to make sure the record's clear. Are you technically like the primary caregiver for your granddaughter, or?
When my daughter's not there, I mean, it's just us two. She's at work, I
Okay.
take care of her, get her to the bus stop.
And generally, your daughter does she work overnight shifts or day shifts at the hotel?
Either.
Okay, it kind of
She
just
could do
depends.
eye audit, she could do housekeeping, she could do front desk.
Kind of a jack of all trades.
Yeah. Maybe job security.
And do you know how much flexibility she would have to change her schedule around if it was necessitated by you coming in to be questioned at some point?
If she was probably given a notice
Okay.
possibly, but it's a family-owned hotel, so not a lot, that's why she does a lot of different things.
Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you.
Any questions?
I was a little flexible, but
Ma'am, how old is your grandchild?
7.
Ms. J, thank you very much. We'll step outside. Mr. Purdue is going to give you the next instructions. Thank you. What are your initials?
Jay and Evan.
What would you like to share with us?
I have my papers where I've got a lot of health problems, and I also fell through a vent
Oh, bless your heart.
and hurt my leg and my hip and stuff. And two, that I don't think I could give a fair verdict because I've been following this.
That part we don't get into now at all. Just, well, frankly, just to put it real blunt, that won't work for today. That's not part of our conversation, but your health issues, of course. And so if you could perhaps give them, when did you fall through the vent?
Yesterday morning, and I went to the immediate care.
Did you bring a note regarding that? You gotta go back and get another note. So what did they say that was falling through the vent?
I got cute popped up and I got a long brace I'm supposed to wear with it. I can't walk with the brace. The long one. And, then I'm gonna go to my orthopedic doctor.
Okay, so that is apparently your excuse from work.
I don't
through the-
work, I'm disabled.
Oh, excuse me, well, I'm reading the note, I'm sorry about that. Excuse from work and jury duty, the 12th to the 14th. Okay, I'm gonna ask, would you share this one? Thank you, I'm gonna let them take a look at that, see if they have questions as well.
morning. Ma'am, I'm sorry to hear about falling through the vent. Now that we're here in front of a bunch of people and you have to talk about it, I assume that's causing a good bit of pain for you?
It is.
And did they
I took
prescribe,
the medicine this morning.
they what, they didn't give you the medicine?
They did, I couldn't take it and come here and do it.
Yes, ma'am. What type of medicine is it?
I don't know, really,
Okay. So you're actually prescribed and supposed to be taking that right now?
Yes.
And sitting here as you've had to sit this morning, has it caused pain for you?
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's all I have, Judge. Oh, I did have one follow-up, Judge. I'm sorry, ma'am, I could not understand your last initial. What was it?
Yes.
F. Okay, great, thank you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Miss, on the second page of this document that you gave us, it lists some additional maladies. Are these other medical issues that you're dealing with right now?
I'm a diabetic, I've got heart trouble, and I've got lots of medical
Okay. And,
problems. I take medicine for all of it.
okay. So not to embarrass you, but, I mean, all of this stuff that's listed on here, did you take a look at this document? And you suffer from all of these things? You take medicine for all of these things?
Yes, I got a list of
May we see that listed, ma'am?
I don't have any questions.
Council's ready to go from up. If you don't mind, if you'll step out and speak to who's going to help you. I think we're ready. What are your initials, please, sir?
J.M.
What would you like to share with us, please?
First couple months of the year, decision was made. My wife and I live in a condo to shut it down next week and probably a day or two of the following week for extensive repairs, walkways and railings. And so the whole building's being evacuated into this week for that period of time. So we'll be Glenn County homeless. We're planning to go to our family farm for the time to go.
Where's your family farm?
Jenkins County, it's
Thank you, tell me, please.
kind of between Statesboro and Augusta.
Oh, well, I can get a gist of that.
It's about
So,
a 3-hour drive.
how long will you be out of your residence here?
According to this, through the 27th, if there are no weather delays.
So give me a date, certain date frame. September.
19th through the 27th, unless there are weather delays that could push that forward.
Yeah, like for me.
Yeah, like it's supposed to rain about every day this week.
Yeah. Somebody said she was really mean.
She was.
That's what I heard. All right, thank you, sir. Ms. Ford, when you're ready.
And is, well, the home you're about to have to evacuate, is that your primary residence?
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you, sir.
I don't have anything.
And when you're ready. Thank you. You asked to step out with Mr. Sharon and look in your next direction. Thanks, sir. What are your initials, please?
I'm sorry, R.O.
What would you like to share with us?
Just that I'm going to be out of town this Friday.
Out of town on Friday?
Yes.
Is it business or pleasure or both?
I don't know what to be called. It's too much. This was my youngest daughter, just had her first plate.
I hope that's a pleasure. I mean, little ones are mighty cute.
Well, that's definitely a pleasure.
I take it that your daughter's had a child, and when was the baby born?
August 7th.
Okay. Yeah, is this the first trip you've been able to go see the baby?
Yes.
How far are you traveling?
Lafayette, Indiana.
Well, that's a trip. And when are you leaving?
I think my flight is 6 o'clock Friday morning.
Are you flying out of Jacksonville?
Brunswick.
Brunswick? Okay. So Friday morning you're leaving or Saturday morning?
Friday.
Friday morning. And then when will you return?
I will return sometime Monday,
Okay.
depending on if Atlanta shuts down.
I'm sorry.
Depending on whether Atlanta shuts down.
Yeah, there's been some problems. Okay, Friday through Monday. Council questions?
No questions.
No, ma'am.
Right? I'm going to excuse you, and if you'll step outside, Mr. Purdue will give you your next directions. I think it's worked pretty well for having everyone in the jury box. So I would like the next 14 of you all to come into the jury box. two that we didn't get to? Just one? Oh, what's the name of the chair?
Miss Calvin, I'm sorry. He's not at your office.
So how many more we have that aren't going to be able to? But is that it? Is that everybody?
I have an audience.
I was thinking there were at least two more batches of people that are tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, because I was going to give those other folks a break, let them step outside the courtroom and not leave them here. I think we're ready. What are your initials, please?
S.R.
Yes. Would you tell us what you'd like to share with us, please?
Yes. My husband and I have been invited to a wedding, which is this weekend, and it's up in Michigan. So we had made a plan to drive up there, which is about a 2-day drive. We'd like to make it in one day, but it's 17 hours, so I'm going to stay too.
When do you plan to leave?
We plan on leaving tomorrow. I had sent a letter when I got the summons with a copy of the invitation and asked for that.
But it doesn't work out right. It doesn't.
It doesn't, but I thought I'd,
Well, I've been trying it. If you don't try, you never get anything.
Exactly.
I had a fellow ask me out once, and I looked at him. He said, "Well, if you don't ask." It was very inappropriate. And it was inappropriate. I told y'all that too. So there you go. Forget it. I didn't say that. When do you intend to return?
Our initial plan was to return on Wednesday the 21st. But then some girlfriends asked me to join them in Vegas. So I got tickets to go to Vegas from Detroit to leaving on Friday the 23rd, and then returning to Jacksonville on Monday the 26th. And then I'm here forever.
Okay, so Tuesday, tomorrow, which would be the 13th, through
The 26th.
9/26. Do you have,
I have my,
your plane ticket?
I do, and a copy of the wedding invitation.
So somehow, we're going to Michigan, we're going to a wedding. We're going to Detroit. And then we're going to Vegas.
Yeah.
And then we're coming home. Are you coming home in between you that?
No, my husband is. He's driving the car back by himself.
Kick him under the bus and make him circle the jury. That's not doable. That's not an option. Okay. And I'm sorry to tease you, but it's just sometimes when you're working so hard, a little bit of a smile is a good thing. Not everyone agrees, but the majority agree.
I don't have any questions.
No questions, Judge.
Are these for me to keep? Yes. If you'll step out, Mr. Produce can help you out. We're ready for the next person. What are your initials, please?
Yes.
What would you like to share with us?
My husband and I had travel plans to Los Angeles from Jacksonville that would begin on Thursday, September 29th, and we would be returning from Los Angeles on next Friday, October 7th.
Gentlemen, when you've had a chance to review, you may ask.
I don't have any questions, Judge.
I don't have any questions.
Come on, gentlemen. You want to step back, and Mr. T will give you your next introductions. Initials, please.
Yes.
Yeah, when you get called on, I would do that too. You know, you're feeling all comfortable, and somebody calls on you, you go, oh my gosh.
I'm a high school agriculture teacher, so, well, I have a son today. It's just not the best situation, obviously. We have two competitions coming up, one next week and one the following week. That I have 8 students depending on me to make sure they're ready. And I drive a school bus, so that's I have to get them there.
Oh, okay. You drive the school bus to the
To the
competitions.
Not a day.
I know, I was wondering, how do you do
No.
that? That would be difficult.
And I'm a student as well, I'm taking 2 online courses, finishing up my master's, and they're requiring daily to be on the computer, and I have to teach a 3-week course in October. So that's part of that.
When are the competitions?
The 20th, and I'm talking the 28th, is actually the 29th, that's it.
And what kind of competitions are there?
Floral design and meat evaluation.
Floor design and
Meat,
Meat.
EAT.
evaluation?
Meat
Yeah.
evaluation, yes.
Okay, I understand floral design. Meat evaluation, I don't think you can.
Okay, they have to identify whether it's pork, beef, or lamb. They have to be able to identify the cut of meat, like whether it's a cut, and there's a wholesale cut, and how you cook it, whether it's moist, dry, or both.
Oh, and then, is that why they call it mystery meat and stores? Okay, so those are 2 separate competitions, and,
Yes.
are those on weekends?
No, those are on those 2 days, on Tuesday and Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursday, let's see. And then, your online courses, how much hourly work are you doing?
One of the courses requires me 100 hours for the semester, so I have to get at least 10 hours a week. So I spend a lot of time on the computer. And then my other course, I have to develop a class, an online class that I have to teach for 3 weeks in October. Since it's at the beginning of the 10th of October.
is this, I know that you've paid for these things. If the 3-week teaching were to be delayed for like, illness or something like that, how would you address that with your
I
school?
would probably have to drop a class.
If you drop your class,
Like I have a window that month covers, I would let the captain teach during that part of the time. Or I would have to ask for an incomplete, which would push my degree completion.
how do you do your day job and then do this teaching job?
I have to get permission from the school system to do it using high school students because that's what my degree is, instructional technology with high school students. And so I went through that process with our Board of Education.
So it would be sort of in-house.
So it's kind of in-house, but I have to do all my planning and all my preparation outside of my regular work day.
All right, counsel?
A couple of questions, ma'am.
Okay.
The first, I think you said the 20th is the first one?
Yes.
Okay, and that, so if we worked around your schedule to allow you to be gone that day, would, aside from all the other stuff you have going on, would that at least rectify that one problem?
Don't worry about that one problem, but I need, like, you're still perfect.
Yeah.
To be prepared for that day.
I understand. Okay. And do you know, with the courses you're taking right now, are you considered full-time, part-time, or do you know exactly what the?
It's part-time because it's just two classes.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, you were very soft-spoken. I did not get your initials.
AS.
AS. And I could not hear where you were a teacher.
I'm a teacher at the Career Academy here. The high school students are bused to us. We're in a separate building from two high schools.
Okay. And just for our information, is that like for a career track after high school versus a postgraduate or a college track?
It's a career technical.
Okay.
Career Academy, so my program is just, our program is just one that's there.
Okay. And the reason why I'm asking that is if you're, if you're in a regular high school and teaching math or something like that, it might be a little easier to get somebody to fill in. What subjects are you teaching?
I teach agriculture, so I teach intro course, plant science, animal science, natural resources. That intro course covers all the facets of agriculture, plus a leadership class. So I have a sub, they can't go to the greenhouse.
Okay.
They can't go to the lab and do dissections or do any of the other stuff that I would do with them outside the classroom.
And you said a competition on the 20th and 29th?
Yes.
And it's going to take a couple of days to prep for those competitions.
Well, it's all one preparation. Like I was saying, the media evaluation is a lot of information, so we're meeting at least twice a week after school, and I'm giving things to study in class.
Okay. And then the course that you have to teach online in October, you can't do that at night or on weekends?
No, I have to do it with my high school students. In their little setting, I should say, in the computer lab, we have to be on the computer. I have to do it tomorrow.
And that is for credit for a course that you are already enrolled in right now?
Right.
And you've already paid for it?
Right.
And it's a requirement for the degree program that you're in?
Yes.
Okay, that's all.
I'm going to ask you to step through the door, and Mr. Perdue will give you your next directions. Thank you so much. Yes, sir, your initials.
JJ.
What would you like to share with us?
Okay, not so much a hardship as my history. I'm a sworn law enforcement officer with the Glenn County Sheriff's Department for the last 5 years. I retired for that 31 and a half years with the Bronx Police Department. I'm currently also with the federal courthouse security, sworn in by the U.S. Marshal Service at the federal courthouse for the last 4 years. And I was, before all that, I was at EMT and firefighter on emergency medical technician.
Are you co-certified
Yes, ma'am.
right now?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think it goes away. I just wanted to go the record.
You have to keep it up.
Yeah. Right. If you don't mind having a seat, let's see if they have any questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Just one question, sir. Do you have arrest powers currently with your job?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's all.
No questions?
Excuse you, we'll step through the door, please, Sharon's going to give you your next address.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. What are your initials, please?
AQ.
AQ?
Yes.
What would you like to share with us?
I have to appear in traffic court on Thursday.
What time is that court set?
9.
You know how long it tends to last? And that's a trick question, so I wouldn't answer it. Because if you say yes, I'll say, oh, you've been there before. So I'm just teasing you, but, do you think it's like a morning session, or do you have any idea, or have you asked any questions?
I have not.
That's, okay. Questions, Mr. Bourne?
No, Your Honor.
Questions, Mr. Bourne?
I don't have any.
Gentlemen, come up. I'm going to step out, and Mr. Perdue will give you your next instructions. What are your initials, please?
CL.
CL. What would you like to share with us, please, sir?
I have a pending workers' compensation case and I have child support court on September 20th.
Let's do them one at a time. You have a pending
Workers' compensation case.
workers, okay. Are there court schedules for that?
It's October 27th and I have doctor's appointments, scattered between now and then. No definite dates on anything because my attorney with Morgan & Morgan, he calls me and says I've got an appointment for you. It's with Dr. Kevin Brooks, and I have my first evaluation notice with me. And all the details are outlined in information that I've carried with me. And I do not have any transportation. My car was destroyed last 2 weeks ago. And I'm also suffering a slip disc in my neck and my chest and my left arm from injury in January, and that's what I have my workers' compensation case for. It's really hard to sit still without stretching and have physical therapy and stuff, right? I'm supposed to get up and move around often, and it's kind of hard to sit like this for extended amounts of time.
And you have child support court? When is that?
September 20th.
Do you know what time of day that starts?
I think it's 9:30.
Oh. Questions, gentlemen?
Because of all the, I guess, the injuries you've had back in January and then recently, are you under the care of any, are you taking any medications or anything right now?
No, I'm not. I don't take medications.
So you're not taking anything that would somehow affect your ability to pay attention or anything like that? Not saying that your injuries don't do that, but as far as medications, there's nothing that affects it. And if we were to, let's just say hypothetically, you go on to jury selection, you make the jury, if we're able to allow you to stand whenever you want to or take breaks and things like that, would that help deal with your situation physically?
It would. I do have to add that between September 21st and October 5th, I will have a hard time getting any transportation to. My father is in here in the courtroom in the back, and he brought me here this morning, and that's who I rely on transportation with because being out of work for so long, I have not been able to pay child support, and my child support court date for September 20th is for non-payment of child support and contempt of court. And I don't think it will be enforced because when you have a workers' compensation case from the Department of Labor, I think they make it to where child support cannot enforce these things. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to have to appear and then leave.
Okay. Great. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Booker?
Yes, sir. If I could get your initials again, I just couldn't hear.
CL.
CL. Okay. And you indicated that it's your belief that you're going to have some doctor's appointments the next 2 weeks?
I might, because if I have more workers' compensation case October 27th, and there's some follow-ups they want to do with my chest and my left arm and my neck right here on the back of it.
Okay. So if you could get those in the next, sometime this month, in the next couple of weeks, you could talk to your attorney about doing that.
Right, I'm going to call him up and let him know what's going on here today. And
Okay.
I'm going to see what his idea of what he can do is, and then work around it as best I can.
Okay. And the only date certain that you know you've got a commitment then is the September 20th date for the child support court.
Mhm.
Is that here in this courthouse?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Right across it.
Okay. And then you said there was some issue regarding transportation, and that was September 21 through what?
October the 5th.
Okay. What part of the county do you live in?
I live on St. Simon's Island,
Okay.
in the north end of the island.
In the event there were 1 or 2 days where you had to get here, is there any, do you have any friends or other relatives that might be able to give you a lift on, say?
If I had about 24-hour notice,
Oh, okay.
possibly.
All right, so really the September 20th date, that's the tough one, but it's actually here in this building.
It's the courtroom right across from here.
Okay, that's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to ask you to step through the door, and Mr. Purdue is going to help you. Thank you, sir. What are your initials, please?
CG.
What would you like to share with us, please?
I'm currently serving as a general contractor on my home remodel. It's a complete remodel. Been without a kitchen since April. And washing our dishes in the bathroom sink. My wife is about ready to kill me.
I've done a kitchen and bathroom remodel. Well,
Yes.
family-wise.
Yes, it's an experience. But the cabinets the boxes are in, and the doors and drawer fronts should be in Wednesday. Countertops to be completed after that, and when the shower door and all that, and the mirrors cut, and the electrical will be complete, or ready to be completed. And the point is if I put those people off, they will move on to other jobs. It will further delay completion, and I'll be in the doghouse a little bit longer.
Would you like to ask questions?
No, Judge.
Come in.
Ask you to step down through the door, and good luck with some remodeling. Eventually it'll be open. Thank you. What are your initials, please? T.W. What would you like to share with us?
I have two daughters that are in high school, and my husband travels during the week. He works for Kellogg's, and the office is located in Orlando. And I am the only caregiver or to take care of them during the week. And I'm not sure, like, if I was selected to be on the jury for the trial or whatever. They go to school at 3:30, and they're heavily involved in other activities like Beta Club, and they have other activities they take at the other school that's going to be starting up at September 19th. And I'm the only person that takes care of him in the afternoon. And he's overnight like 3 to 4 nights a week, or 3 to 4 times a week. And I'm the only one I'm the only parent, their mother, and I get them, to all their places that they have to be.
How old are your daughters?
They're twins and they're 15. They're not driving yet, or they have learners, but they can't drive themselves yet.
They sure do want to, I'll tell you. And I think you're wise to slow that down as long as you can.
They absolutely do. But it would just make it difficult to be a hardship on us for that during that duration of when they go to school in the afternoon.
Questions?
Nothing to say, Judge.
What were your initials, ma'am?
P.W. Yes.
And you said their father was going to be out of town when?
He travels out of town. He works for Kellogg's, and their office is in Orlando. So he works in North Florida and down Central Florida. And he's out of town Monday through Friday, or he's out of town Monday through Friday, and then he's out of town overnight about 2 or 3 times a week. Overnight during that time period.
Okay, thank you.
I'll let you go ahead and step out in the hallway. And either Mr. Sharon or Mr. Sharon. Mr. Sharon's going to help. Thank you. What is your initials?
TTH.
What would you like to share with us?
Your Honor, I work for a small electrical contractor, and they've been very busy, and I'm the only person in the office. I start with taking the calls, and of course, if I'm not there to take the calls, then those calls don't get out to the guys, and the money's not coming in. I also do payroll, and of course, if I'm not there to do payroll, there's going to be a lot of angry boys, and I don't want to see that. I also take all my courses in the evening, and tomorrow my son has a motions hearing in McIntosh County that I really need to be at.
What time is your son supposed to be in court?
At 9.
A.m. Yes, ma'am. Questions?
None from the state.
I don't think I have any questions.
Gentlemen, come up when you're ready. You step out, and Mr. Purdue will give you your next directions.
Thank you.
What are your initials, sir?
Yes, JED.
What would you like to share with us?
Yes, I had a vacation for myself and my wife booked since June. It's going to be in Gordonsville, Virginia. We're planning on leaving Wednesday morning, dark and early, arriving there in the afternoon. We'll spend some time there, and then Saturday and Sunday we were going to visit my daughter who was in Maryland. She's in the Navy, working in Walter Reed as a surgical technician. So we were going to spend some time with her.
When did you think you would come home?
We'll probably be, I'll be traveling back Sunday. We'll probably have the jet lag and be exhausted, probably be available Tuesday.
Okay, so Wednesday's going to be, today's 12, 14. Next Wednesday, Monday is when you're coming back, which will be the 7th, 19th, so the 20th. But you're saying you'll be tired, so the 21st is preferable.
Please. We have also another trip booked for October 5th and 6th. We'll probably end up leaving a day early and getting back a day late on that also.
What is that trip?
That's going to be going to Marathon Key.
Do you have plane tickets or
No, we're going to
hotel?
drive down. It's 8.5-hour drive.
Do you have hotel reservations already made?
I do for both trips. I turned them in the day after I received the summons to the clerk, so I'll just have it on record. I did not think it would get up, or I would.
You're on your own. I hope it means something.
Oh, it does?
It does, yeah.
It does, Your Honor.
I don't have a sense of that. We just, there are a lot of people here, and there's a lot of people's paperwork to start. So I certainly do take you through this.
Thank you, ma'am.
Questions?
And the October trip, when did y'all book that?
June.
Okay. But well before you got the summons for this.
Yes, that filled it very quickly, so I was very lucky to get it here.
All right, that's all I have.
You got any questions?
When you're ready, Councilman. Mr. Now, Mr. Shirley is going to help you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. What are your initials, please?
JD.
What would you like to share with us?
My wife and I have reservations October the 1st through the 8th for a vacation, time period in Vegas at her mom and dad.
Okay, I'm sorry. You have vacation plans, timeshare, and then.
Oh, October the first 2 days. It was a present for her Monday.
Oh, you're lucky. Those are good in-laws.
Yes.
Some people are outlaws and they're not so good. So you've got good ones. Okay. A mistake?
No, thank, oh, well, when did you reserve or do the reservations?
Probably about 10 weeks ago.
Okay, so before you got the,
Yeah.
before you got the notice?
Right before that, yeah.
All right, thank you, sir.
Where'd you say you were going, sir?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, okay. I don't have any other questions.
Councilman Floyd? You'll step out the door, Mr. Floyd will help. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Your initials, please.
LG.
What would you like to share with us, please?
About a year or so ago, my wife booked a vacation for us down in Florida. It's a timeshare down at Indian Rock Beach, and we were to leave this Friday. We're supposed to be back on the 25th, I believe that's a Sunday. We're taking 2 of our grandchildren with us.
Okay, so 9, are you leaving tomorrow, did you say?
Friday.
Friday. That'll be 9, 16. I'm going to stay out there. Really, 9, 20?
25th, I believe.
Okay.
Then we also have a trip planned to Tennessee to a wedding on October the 15th. We'll be gone for like 4 days.
So the 15th through 19th trip is going to be a weekend trip along with you.
Right.
What says the state?
The trip to Tennessee, is that something you booked before you got the summons here?
Booked it about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, a month before.
Okay.
That's all I have, Judge.
The timeshare trip in Florida, you said you're leaving the
Friday.
16th. Okay, the
This coming
16th.
Friday.
That's a Friday?
We'll check in on Saturday, but we'll leave a day early. We've got to pick the grandchildren up down in Fernandina Beach.
Yeah,
All the way down there.
16 is this Friday.
And then you said that trip, you're coming back on the 25th, Sunday?
That's correct.
And the wedding trip in Tennessee, you said that was October 15?
Right.
And how long has that been planned?
We'll probably be back, and I'm guessing about the 19th.
When did you plan that trip?
A month ago, 3 weeks to a month ago, something like that.
Okay.
Before we got a summons.
Okay. And you driving to that location?
That's correct.
Thank you.
We'll step through the door. Mr. Perdue will give you the next directions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We'll make your notes. What are your
advance. So we have a planned vacation October the 10th and 14th that I booked and planned on, or paid for Friday to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Okay, so your trip is from October the 10th to the 13th?
To the 14th.
Sorry.
I had my paperwork, I showed it to the gentleman across the room, but I was walking down for lunch, left it in my car seat, so I can go down and get it.
Okay.
You verified it for me?
Well, but Mr. Sharon has a very good memory. And he has a note as well. All right, very good. October 10th through 14th, is that weekdays, weekends?
It's a weekdays. We have our birthdays in October, so we celebrate.
Oh, yeah. Birthdays are always good until they don't come. All right, Mr. Moore.
You say you made the reservations last Friday, but he had the vacation that week has been set aside for over a
It's
year.
set aside, but I had to prove we were going, so I went ahead and booked it on Friday.
Okay.
Paid for it.
All right, thank you.
Go ahead, question.
Gentlemen, come up. Thank you, ma'am. You can step out the doorway. Mr. Sharon's going to help you. Somebody always has to be last. I guess that would be you. What are your initials?
ALT.
What would you like to share with us, please?
I began work in Savannah on the 19th, and also I'm currently still in school, and I have my finals this week, and I have a newborn, and I use my mom's address as my home of record because it's on everything, because I was in the military, left her, whatever. And because my son's mother is in St. Mary's, I'm currently down there staying with her, helping my child, and because I started work soon, I'm trying to spend as much time as possible before I move to Sunday to start working in Savannah.
Okay.
I have a newborn, I'm in school, and I have more obligation.
I'm trying to put it into the right and understand it, so let me ask questions. All right, so you are a student.
Yes, sir.
Where are you a student?
I'm a full-time online college student,
Okay, what school is that?
Grantham University.
Did you bring any documentation to that effect?
No, man, I started school, I'm like, it's not really necessary, I'm in school, but I still have my work obligations, so it's like, I have my, the paperwork saying that I have my employment letter.
Okay, well, okay.
The school is
Let
really
me deal
time
with
consuming.
let me deal with one thing at a time. So you're an online student, and how many courses are you taking?
I take 2, but I'm considered a full-time student, because that's all that they give.
Okay, that takes care of that one. And then your work begins in Savannah on when?
On the 19th.
Are you gonna move to Chatham County?
Yes, ma'am. I have to, I'll be staying with a friend starting either Saturday or Sunday, so I don't have to commute from St. Mary's to Savannah every day until we figure out a living situation.
Okay, and the county issue is that your mother is a resident of Glenn County.
Yes, I use her as my home record.
But that your baby and your child's mother reside in St. Mary's, which is that Camden County?
Yes, ma'am. Like, I'm down there right now helping with my son and trying to spend as much time with him as possible before I
Go to
Savannah.
All right. Questions?
Real quick, how long have you lived in Camden? I guess how long have you been living down there?
I don't necessarily live there. I kind of just.
Where do you primarily sleep? Down in Camden?
Yes.
How long have you been staying down there?
Let's see, probably November. Like once she found out.
Of last year, so you've been spending most of your time. I guess would you say your primary physical address of where you sleep and reside is Camden County since November of last year?
That's why fiscal state.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was just asking, okay. And then starting next Monday, you're not going to be a resident of Glenn County either. You're going to be a resident of Chatham County at that point.
Yes, or I haven't found a place yet, but I'll be an employee.
All right. You're not going to be driving from here all the way up there every day, I assume?
I'm trying not to.
All right. Okay, that's all I have, Judge.
Yes, sir. Mr. T. Currently, though, currently you're a resident of this, legally you're a resident of this
Yes,
county.
I'm legally a resident of Glenn County. Like, I was recruited out of Glenn County. That's my home record.
So you're, do you have a driver's license?
Yes, everything is registered in Glenn County, but I'm just there for my son.
Okay. So as we sit here today, you are a legal resident of this county unless and until you end up changing your legal residence to Chatham County or somewhere else.
Yes.
Okay. And what are you going to be doing in Chatham County?
Peace officer.
Okay. Who are you going to be working for?
Right now, Savannah, Chatham County Metropolitan Police Department.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you been to school already?
No. Sir?
It's okay. Have you been to school already?
No, that's what, my first day, I think we're filling out paperwork, and then sometime next week, I think the academy starts. Sometime later on next week, I think the academy starts.
Okay. The academy in Chatham County?
I believe so.
Not the academy here?
I don't think we have the academy.
Okay. Do you have a start date?
No, my start date is the 19th. Like, it's right there. My letter of employment.
You said,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Maybe y'all can recruit him when he's out of school. I don't have anything further here.
Just don't go there.
Last person out the door. So if you'll step that way.
Thank you.
And Mr. Purdue will give you your next directions. Oh, next steps. I think it would be a good idea for all of us to take a little break. And then we'll need to come and build a record of these folks that have been excused. I think what I'd really like to do is get these other jurors in here and get them going. And then maybe break around 4:30. We've got some motions we have to hear, and I can build this record then. Because these people have been waiting since early this morning. And I think getting them going is a good idea. I think our notes are all complete enough that I can build that record later this afternoon. I don't see immediacy unless one of you do. I mean, how do you feel about Mr. Bourne?
I'm fine with that, Judge.
How do you feel, Mr. Puzzle? Let's take a recess until. Yes, Ms. Rhodes, make sure I get the time on it. Thank you. I have my husband's father's watch. I'll be good. 3:15.
Thank you, ma'am.
And Mr. Sherry, you can work with the clerk. Keep them all.